Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwanner and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with Jeff Seeley, who is the CEO of Karoo International. Welcome, Jeff.
It's great to be here, Gerhard.
What do you see out there? What trends do you see in sales and sales development?
You know, the last couple years it's really been amazing with the economy downturning like it has. Organizations have totally changed how they're going to market. What you're seeing is a prioritization of customers where a lot of customers are now being served by a business center concept where the sales professional isn't calling on them physically, they're really calling on them virtually via telephone, via internet, but still having a human interaction. It doesn't just get pushed off into the cyberspace. And then you're seeing the big customers, the big opportunities with sales professionals who really have a totally different sales skill set. They're not just out pushing products or services. They are really becoming business advisors to their customers.
So you see that the inside sales is accelerating and outside sales is shrinking a little bit?
Both, actually, and it's interesting how you look at it. And inside sales is not only accelerating, but it's also changing. Most people used to think of inside sales as like customer service. And now it's truly a sales professional who has a great opportunity for high compensation and taking care of customers, still have expectation to grow the business, but really more in a mentality of a 3 to 10% growth or 15% growth. Whereas the business development people, there are fewer of them in the field, but the expectations for growth and the expectations for what they deliver to their customers is totally different as well.
So you said that there's a change in the way customers buy, but what is the concurrent change in the way salespeople sell?
What we call it is this business advisor role, and that's where you really have to be much more broadly networked inside the organization, so you're really going beyond purchasing or your 1 or 2 level deep contact to where you're talking to marketing, or you're talking to product development, you're talking to any number of places inside the organization. You're speaking at the highest levels, the traditional C level, and everyone's talking about how do you get to the C level. Well, the reality is how you get there is by networking through the entire organization. And then you're down at the implementer level as well, where you're really getting into understanding how is your product or service used? What are the day-to-day consequences of that product? And then the really great business advisors or really great salespeople are really understanding the impacts of their product on their customer's customer. So they're really influencing revenue or profitability growth for their customers, just not supplying a product or service.
So how do you change a salesperson from being product focused or solution focused to become an organizational trusted advisor and somebody who thinks in terms of business outcomes for their customers?
A couple things are happening with that. Actually, when you think about the skill set of the traditional business person, that person who moves into that role really has to have an intellectual curiosity. They have to expand themselves beyond just their product or their solution. What they have to understand is what else is going on in the business world, what's impacting their customer, what's the competition doing. And it's a lot of times when you look at sales professionals, they've always been focused on their competition. Who else is trying to get my customer? And when you really think about this change in position, what happens is your competition literally as a sales professional goes away because you're changing the game so dramatically. The person who's walking in trying to provide this solution isn't even in the game because you're talking about things that are going to be happening 6, 7, 8, 9 months down the road. And it becomes a totally different relationship inside of that organization and for the sales professional. So their skill set needs to be not an expert in marketing or not an expert in finance, but a much more well-rounded sales professional who understands the impact of profit, understands the impact of marketing, understands all these unique things that are going on inside the business organization.
Well, thank you, Jeff. That's an interesting blueprint. Tomorrow we're going to continue our conversation with Jeff Seeley, where we talk about getting the most ROI of your sales training and business development efforts.